Alright, so I know some of you have been wondering what the progress is on the book. You know, a while back I told you guys I was going to write a book based on the series that you watch here every day. You guys requested it, you guys gave me the motivation to do this, and last night I finally started it. With 7 pages in, we're about 2,000 words in, and instead of basing the book around the custody battle, because I know you guys like the custody stuff, but it just felt right to start the book about Miranda and Joey first meeting and her having the baby out of wedlock. Obviously, the mother-in-law is the antagonist of the book, but unlike the series, I promise you there will be a happy ending. And it was really emotional starting that book. Like, I had no idea how emotional it would be because I've been a writer for 10 years, like ghostwriting, freelancing, and a lot of the work that I did, I had no credit for it. You know, I was doing it for other people. And, you know, I put out my own books at the beginning and stuff like that, but over those 10 years, I became really soured to the profession because of the clients that I was dealing with and because of all the work I was putting into it, and I wasn't seeing anything from it. You know, I was seeing money and I was providing for my family, but, you know, I had bigger dreams than that. And I started in this place where I loved reading, I loved writing, and it was my purpose because I had started in a very dark place, and it was my reason to continue like living and stuff like that. And when I first started writing, I had no idea whether or not I would ever have an audience. And you're writing to like escape depression and stuff, but at the same time, you're like, man, how am I gonna find people to read these books? Like, I'll never find anyone to read these books. I'm never gonna get a deal or anything like that. And starting last night, I realized, like, man, there are people waiting for this. You know, on my Patreon, I made the announcement that I started, and everyone was like excited, and I don't know, for my real fans, for the people who support me every single day, who are here every day, even when the episodes are crap, the ones that are looking forward to it, who buy my merch, who help and comment every day as if these skits are real. Like, you guys really made me love writing again. Because when you have to write a book for a client right after your son is born in a hospital, you know, it's not as magic as it first was. But like, I started writing last night and I didn't want to stop for the first time in like 10 years, you know. So my goal is 50,000 words. You can estimate how many pages that'll be. Full romance novel between Miranda and Joe. I'm gonna keep you guys updated on it. In the meantime, the book's Hearts and Diners has a low rating, obviously, because it was my first book ever. But also, true story, my estranged mother read the book and thought that the mother in the book was based on her. So under an anonymous name, she gave it 1 star and called it mindless drivel. You can imagine how gutted I was. Later, her name appeared and I realized it was her. Her name's Veronica, and the review is still up today. That I have written are already out on Amazon. And I say this because, you know, a lot of you have bought the books, but if you do buy the books now, all of that money is gonna go to the cover of this book and any other like editing services. And they're all linked in my bio.